kind of a regular cop book or what, just a piece of paper you can tear off, so you're gonna turn these in. Right. Everybody ready? Okay. 2 questions. So everyone's just going to answer this individually. So 1, minimum word count for project. Just write the answer. Yeah, just write 1 in the answer. And then 2, where did you see this? So real quick, just take 30 seconds. Morning, Renal. Morning, John. And then just pass them over to the inside of the aisle when you're done, and I'll collect these. So what? No, you don't need the date. Just 1 and 2 as an answer. Thank you. No. Okay, all right. Yes, sir. The minimum word count for project 1. Okay. So just a number, and then number 2, where did you see or find that information at?
I'm sorry, my information is private.
Well, thank you. All right, so. Let's see what we got. Some people put their names. Interesting.
Were we not supposed to?
It's okay. I'm not going to call him out. Okay, so 1,500 to 2,000 words on Blackboard. Good. 1,500 Blackboard. Another 1,500 Blackboard. Charles? 1,500 Blackboard. 1,500 to 2,000 Blackboard. Same. 1,195. 1,500 on Blackboard. 1,500 Blackboard. 15, 1,000 to 2,000. Blackboard, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, Blackboard, 1,000 to 2,000 in class, 1,500 on Blackboard, 1,500 on Blackboard. Okay, so everyone got their essay in on time yesterday. However, there was a large amount or quantity of students who did not meet the minimum word requirement, and some were grossly underworded. So that's kind of why I did this assignment, to make sure that there wasn't any sort of fundamental misunderstanding about how many words were required on this. Be that as it may, even though I do have a no revision policy, the people who did underword their essay, I will give until midnight tonight to resubmit. Okay? You can resubmit it through SafeAssign, which is Blackboard, the same way you submitted it last night. After tonight, cut off. And this isn't going to happen for subsequent assignments either, okay? So project 1, I'm going to cut you a little bit of slack since so many people did not meet the minimum word requirement, okay?
Thank you.
Any questions? Zane?
Is it okay if we just look off the word count thing at the bottom, or do we have to just count all the words?
No, you can go off the word count on the Word document. It's a good question. It's a good question. No, but that's fine.
I'm thinking sometimes it's wrong, but I don't know.
Sometimes the word count is wrong.
Well, sometimes it's wrong.
Yeah. Now, I know I mentioned once earlier in the semester that 1,500 words is about 4 3/4 pages. So I had a lot of papers that were close to that. So I thought maybe by doing this anonymous assignment that there was some confusion there, but I don't think so. I think everyone was aware that it was supposed to be 1,500 words. So I understand I'm much more concerned with the content of the paper itself, how you dealt with ethos, pathos, logos, you know, and all the other rhetorical elements. So, like I said, so tonight at midnight, get back in there, pop in a few hundred more words or more.
Put it back on Blackboard is
Just resubmit it on Blackboard. It'll let you resubmit it. Okay? I allow up to 3 submissions for incidents like this. Okay? Therese. No, go ahead. Never mind? Okay, I'm not mad. It's project 1. You're all freshmen. I totally get it. I had to reflect on my own past to see, did I ever underword an essay like this? And I did. So it's okay. It's understandable. When it happened to so many people, though, I wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page. Especially moving forward, you have to make sure that you're reading over the minimum requirements for these projects. These are minimum, like types, double space, word count. These are things that are not even including any of the content of the essay or what you're writing about. Okay? So I'll give everyone about a 14-hour pass for today. So find some time, if you want, and bump it up in the word count.
Thank you.
It's okay. Thank you. You're welcome.
Are we going to be marked down for being wordy?
For being wordy? No. But 1,500 to 2,000 words are minimum requirements. So just like all the other homework assignments, which nobody had any problem with when we did the summary assignment, or the blog post, or the general and particular assignment, those all also had word requirements plugged into the assignment. Everyone did great with those. So I was kind of concerned why nobody, or not nobody, but why a vast majority of the class had an issue with the word count on this project. So that's why I wanted to make sure we're all on the same page. So you have to make sure you're hitting those 1,500 words. If you're at 1,497, I'm not going to grade you down or anything like that. But when a paper comes in at 800 or 900, there's a problem. Okay? Moving on.
So if we have like 1,485, we mark it down.
Okay, you're getting a little bit technical. If you're that close, just bump an extra 20 to 25 words into it. You can find a place to do that. Okay? But like I said, this isn't an issue where people are writing 1425, 1475. This is where we have some students writing 900, 836, something like that. So, okay. So that's it. So till midnight tonight, resubmit it through Blackboard. And again, you'll have to resubmit the revised essay if you choose to do so on the OneDrive project folder. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, with that out of the way, let's move on. So I just kind of wanted to do like a really brief kind of chat, like a little group chat. We just got done with the first 5 weeks already. We're a third of the way through the semester, and we just completed, for the most part, our first major project. So I just kind of wanted to throw it out there, how everyone's feeling right now. Problems with assignment 1, concerns, questions moving forward, how do you feel, where do you think you're at in the class? Just kind of a general chat discussion for, 5-10 minutes before we move on. So just, this is kind of your arena, just throw anything out there. Disgruntlements, concerns, recommendations. Therese?
I'm concerned that I'm going to get a C on this paper.
I'm sorry?
I'm concerned that I'm going to get a C on this paper.
Okay, that's a valid concern.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? We're not, or, sorry, Enrique.
A little disgruntled that I couldn't find my own article.
You didn't find your own article? Which article? For Project 1?
Yeah, no, I couldn't choose my own article. Go out and find an article that I'm actually interested in.
Okay, well, I did get 5. Most of the English 1020 classes, that's a valid concern too. Only give 2 to 3 choices, so I did bump that up to 5 choices for you. And I did explain at the beginning of that this is an assignment where, since you are working within an essay, those all have to be approved, and so that's why I took it upon myself to assign those. And I tried to give enough options across enough different genres for you to write something that you're interested in. Moving forward into the search and research argument, this is going to be the complete opposite. We're actually going to be able to choose your own argument or your own topic and then investigate that. Okay? Thank you. Charles?
My Blackboard's broken.
Your Blackboard's broken.
It's still not allowing me, it'll allow me to choose these 2, but it won't let me click across my computer to attach files.
Okay, well, after class, I will refer you to the help desk and they'll be able to help
That's
you
what happened
out.
last time too, and it frustrates me,
Okay.
so.
Did you try different browsers?
No.
Okay, try a couple of different browsers and see how that goes. Anybody else? Jasmine?
I submitted
that's fine. Okay, yeah, if it's like 12:05, you don't fail. I mean,
Okay,
project
so
one.
like,
Oh, no.
Failed me, but
Yeah.
I didn't submit it 1 minute late.
It's very productive and it's a good idea for everybody to turn in their assignment by their deadline as you move forward in college, especially the graduate school, jobs, things of that nature. There are going to be deadlines that need to be met, or there are much worse consequences than, what happens in here, which is, 12:05, it's okay. I'm not going to mark down anybody for that at this point. But again, moving forward, remember, we have deadlines, minimum requirements, things we need to meet as we move forward. Yvonne, anything? No? Anybody else? Anything else? Zane,
Can I have a snack?
can you have a snack?
Yes.
You can have a snack back there if you're quiet, that's fine, for now.
How's your weekend?
Okay, my weekend was good. Emily?
Okay, so I felt pretty confident about like most of my essay, but the part, like when I started going into, ethos and logos,
Okay.
ethos I didn't really have like enough to like write about.
You emailed me, did you get my response? Oh, I responded to you immediately. Okay, so check,
It's okay, I just kind of,
check your webmail, because yeah, I got right back to you with a very, very lengthy, suggestion list for ethos.
and then, so I feel like just for like ethos and logos, I explained like what they, not like really in depth like what they were, but like what they were and how the article used it.
Perfect.
And it's like, it was kind of like not general, but it wasn't like really in depth.
Okay. No, that's perfect. I mean, that was the point with the rhetorical fields, is to identify them within the article, define what they are, and then discuss their usage within. So that was laid out pretty clearly on the syllabus and then the assignment description. So as long as you accomplish those things, that you'll be fine. And again, there's the rubric that everyone had to go by as well. I hope everyone, or most people, use that when they were proofreading their essays, that you're hitting all those marks. So that's what that's there for. That's what I'm grading on specifically, is that rubric. So, all right. Jasmine?
The thing that confused me the most was the plan.
The evaluative plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, I really didn't know what to write there at all.
Okay. Anybody else have an issue with the conclusion or evaluative plan?
Kind of.
A little bit?
It's like vague on how you're supposed to write it.
What's that?
So it's not vague how you're supposed to write it. Like,
Yeah.
what to write.
Basically, the evaluative claim, I did go over this in class, but that's basically just a paragraph where you're evaluating the author's usage of the rhetorical elements, how well he used them, how poorly he used them, and then you're just discussing that for a paragraph or two, basically. So there's a variety of ways you can go about that. You can talk about his pathos and ethos for a little while. You can talk about his intended audience, his tone, his word choices, any of those factors, and then basically evaluate those, like how you would evaluate, anything else in the world, basically. How well or how poorly he did. Okay, so that's it for project one. So everybody who wants to revise for tonight, you have until midnight. I have office hours today. If anyone wants to come chat, from 11:45 to 1:15. Okay. Room 9306, as usual. So, what I'm going to do for the next 15, 20 minutes or so, we're just going to do some in-class journaling. The prompts on the board. So just hop onto OneDrive, just do some free writing, just, reflecting on the first 5 weeks. How do you feel? What did you learn? What worked for you? Pretty wide open. Just kind of want to transition from project 1 to project 2. Just do a little reflective activity. And this can take any form that you want.
So we edit the journal in OneDrive?
I'm sorry?
In the folder?
Yeah, just write, within the journal, just open up your journal document, and then you can just write within there. And this is pretty wide open. It could be a list of points, it could be paragraph form, it could just be free writing. This isn't being, graded on its own. So just spend about 15, maybe 20 minutes reflecting on the first 5 weeks, and then we'll move forward into project 2. I'm going to pick the music today. I liked all the music I heard, actually. I like hearing new music. I knew who Muse was, but I didn't know that by name. But, let's see. Yeah. That's a good one too, yeah.
My favorite time place.
Not loud enough. Yeah, we'll reconvene at about 10 after, 12 after, so. Go to town. All right. What's that? Right. Somebody just throw it out, actually. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Of course. Those are just some possibilities, Josh. We're basically just reflecting on the first 5 weeks.
So you're like, when we do this from now on online?
We're gonna mix and match. Did you say thank God? Or is that okay?
No, I'll take that.
Okay. I know I haven't used the paper journal in a little while, but I will be.